Come on, five more. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, last one. Let's go, 10 more. Five. Come on, get two more. You got them. Let's go. Yep. Let's go. Last one. Come on, finish. Let's go. Come on, finish. Last one. Come on, five. Get five more. Yep. All right, just wrapped up a really good leg day. The last 2 days, so first and foremost, just a quick update. So on this road to 40, as I approach November, yes, I'll be 40 years old come this November. And this whole training cycle is really just about, again, mentally just pushing myself at a different level, having fun, enjoying training. And as I always preach, I just love to do this. I literally have a true love and passion to train. As I constantly say, this is not about bodybuilding. This is not about stepping on stage. This is not about symmetry. This is not about having the best look and trying to be picture perfect and all of that. This is all about literally loving to train and obviously bringing back that good old-fashioned, hardcore, old-school style of training, which I feel is a lost art these days. So again, I'm not going to get in a rant on that, but again, this road to 40 is just really all about getting in the best shape that I can and really enjoying the process as I approach, in my eyes, a milestone in life. So just really enjoying it. So a quick update. I stepped on the scale this morning, under 225. It's been a long time since I've been under 225 body weight. So the last 2 days, I just wanted to push myself at a different level. So I wanted to see, I wasn't necessarily like caring like what my strength was going to be. I never, throughout this whole process and even the last 2 days, I never predict numbers or want to get a certain number. But the last 2 days, I decided to do some heavy singles. So yesterday was some heavy singles on the bench, and then today was some heavy singles on the deadlift. And at this body weight, and again, I'm very humble, but for me, these were some great numbers for me at this body weight. So yesterday was a 405 bench, and then today was a 605 deadlift with chains. So again, I just really happy with that. And again, as I said, I'm very humble. I am by far, and I am not. There are so many powerful and strong people out there. And again, just seeing some of the lifts these days will humble you in general, just especially for me. Almost been doing this for almost 30 years. I've competed in powerlifting at a fairly high level. And just seeing the numbers these days is just absolutely awesome to watch. So again, comparing myself to that is just pretty much useless. But for me, this internal drive and testing myself and pushing myself, I'm really pleased with the last 2 days with how those singles felt. Today was a deadlift day. Again, had no number in mind, but pushed myself. Everything felt really good and smooth. What I noticed at a lower body weight, and this is just something I've recognized for a long time, but just to kind of point it out, at a lower body weight, yes, of course you're gonna get weaker, right? You're not gonna be able to do the numbers that you did at, let's say when I was 260 or 255 or 275 or 300, right? So I got to clear my mind of that. But what I do notice, though, when you lower body weight and you get down in weight, is that your leverages become different. Now, again, I am not. My deadlift, again, today was somewhat like a hybrid sumo variation. You'll see when I get really heavy, my form goes to crap, right? It goes to crap. My ass comes up. I don't stay in the hole. My hips are, I've always had really weak hips and a dominant back. I've always been a dominant conventional deadlifter, but today, again, just pushing myself, just seeing where the strength was. The form definitely wasn't there, but it doesn't matter. I was very happy to pull what I did today, 605 plus some chains. So that felt really good. Again, yesterday was a 405 bench. That felt really good. And then today I moved over into some quad work. I did some belt squat variation. You'll see I used the dip belt, put some 25s on it, and hit a belt squat variation. From there I went into a Romanian deadlift variation with dumbbells. And then I ended up finishing with some leg curls, which I always like to do after a deadlift or a heavy deadlift. So very good day today. Again, the deadlifts were working up to a single. The belt squat was 6 sets. The rep range was anywhere between 15 and 20, so 6 sets of that. 6 sets of Romanian deadlifts. Rep range was between 10, 12. I lost count in a couple of my sets, but 10 or 12. And then the leg curls was 6 sets of 15. So solid day today and really happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into some questions and comments. It's been a couple days since I've done this. We do have quite a few, so I'll try to get through as many as I can. First one coming in about 2 hours ago from I Want to Believe 9869. Just says, nice filter, King. Appreciate that. Yeah, I went with the black and white yesterday. I don't think I've used that at all, but I just thought it'd be a pretty cool thing. So appreciate that comment. Another one from P-Dog, Pear Smith, just says, keep it up. My white brother from another mother, your black brother from another mother killed it too. Let's go, man. We do what we do. P-Dog, shout out to you. Appreciate that. Got another one here from Hess Defense. Just said solid and Godspeed. Shout out to you. I appreciate the comment. Truly appreciated. Another one from Deep Voiced 1. Just says chest and back is the ultimate old school tag team. I love this comment. It really is. See, I get a lot of questions about, old school, new school. I mean, I could go on forever about the differences. But when you get it, you get it. It's these certain splits, this way of training, the old school style where these splits like this, like again, just saying chest and back, the ultimate old school tag team. I mean, it really is. I mean, it was that typical kind of push-pull type of split. And again, a lot of old school training people love that combo, right? It's a great combo. And for me, the way I see it is that, it's the majority of barbell movements, right? If you really want to build that foundation and that solid mass of strength and structure, again, this forces you in a way to use free weights, right? So again, it keeps you in that mindset because again, obviously, I can list the exercises when we talk about free weights for a split like this. But either way, shout out to that comment. Appreciate that. Matthew Strength with emoji, of course. Shout out to Matthew Strength. Got one here. From, let's see here, user FR3NM6FN9N. I believe it's Mike. Just says, okay, it's driving me absolutely nuts. You got to put in a muscle, hang clean, and press. Use a little cheating, so-called, because it just seems like one of those best like main lifts for shoulders and traps. If you want to bench 315, then you have to overhead press 225, which means you need to clean 225. The clean and press seems like a mint exercise for shoulders and trap day. Absolutely. I mean, obviously the clean in itself, really is a whole body movement. I've never really stuck to any type of training for a long period of time that involved Olympic style training. Absolutely, Mike, this can definitely translate and correlate to strong traps, pressing movements, what have you. But for me, I just really never got into them. Not saying I won't, not saying I can't incorporate that at some point. Again, the Olympic style lifting is barbells, right? So again, just really thinking about, my time training, I just really never got into Olympic style type movements. But absolutely, I couldn't agree more. I can definitely see where this concept, number one, will absolutely blow your pressing movements up, and obviously add the traps and the foundation and the body, the physique in order to do that, right? To clean a lot, to push a lot, to press a lot. So absolutely shout out to that comment. Got another one from 666. Kudos. Do you use any sort of gear, PED? No disrespect. Listen, I get this question all the time, so no disrespect taken. I am not on any PEDs or performance enhancements, steroid, anything like that. Again, diet, my supplementation, pre-workout, branched chain amino acids. I love glutamine, creatine, again, multivitamins, fish oils, arginine, all those kind of supplements, which I feel are great to add into your diet. But again, no performance enhancement, steroids or drugs. But appreciate the question, and again, no disrespect taken. I get that question probably every other day. I'm hearing about it, so it doesn't bother me one bit. Next one here from Rod Jampella 7774. Are you also do some neck isolation work because those neck look fire? I do not. I don't do any. I used to do a lot of neck isolated movements. Whether it was the leather cage around your head with the hanging chain with, you could put plates on it and do some neck work. Obviously, some old school machines, if we want to talk about machines that I think have a staple, are like, again, those old school neck machines that you saw in a lot of hardcore gyms where, again, you put your neck in it and you can do all different ranges with it. The thing would shift around. Again, I've done that in the past as well. But over time, just between, the powerlifting, heavy deadlifts, heavy shrugs, obviously putting a lot of weight on your back and making sure you're staying in an upright position will obviously work your neck as well. But as far as right now, I am not doing any neck-specific exercises. Appreciate the question. Next one from Goomer IW7RD. Just says, dude has a gladiator training arena in his backyard. Shout out to that. Appreciate that. Yes, I love the yard setup. It's absolutely amazing. Next one here from Keith. B2198 just says, I did this one earlier. Boy, my forearms felt pumped to the max way after the workout from holding on to heavy weight by doing the assorted shrugs. Then the hammer curls, and then finally the barbell curls. It felt weird at first, as I've never done this split before, but definitely with it. Yeah, so this was on a trap and bicep day. So again, obviously I love training traps. I love training biceps. Why not put them together? And then when you talk about your forearm, your grip strength and stuff like that, I don't do any specific forearm work, but I utilize hammer curls, obviously my grip on deadlift and shrugs, getting rid of straps on a lot of rowing movements, really just kind of keeps my grip strength and forearm strength up. But appreciate the comment and glad you gave that workout a shot. Again, I think it's a pretty cool split. I also love doing traps and triceps. I think that's a great split too. Next one here from P-Dog again, just says, you're the best thing going today. My white brother from another mother. Keep knocking it out of the park. I just got off work and smoked it too. That we all know. Now it's time for your black brother from another mother to get some food in. Let's effing go. Shout out to you, P-Dog. Love your comments, man. OG of the BG crew for sure. Got another one here from VedB2340. You're an absolute tank, buddy, but you got to add some music to make the vids more entertaining. Put some Metallica in the background and your views and subscribers will skyrocket. Yeah, man, I like to, sometimes here and there add some music. Obviously, you got the copyright stuff, which I could care. I mean, it is what it is. But maybe I'll start adding some music in here and there. Again, I just kind of get in that tunnel vision. I put my earbuds in and I'm just, kind of at it. So I try not to put too much focus on what I'm listening to. I just put some tunes on and rock and roll. But absolutely, you'll definitely give it another level and vibe down here. But I know a lot of you guys out there love hearing that old school pig iron clanging and banging. So either way, appreciate the feedback and comment. Another one from Tracy Broven 3997. Very interesting body part split, bro. I see you emphasize traps a lot, which shows absolutely, again, just going back to that split of traps and biceps. Tracy, I appreciate your comments, all your comments on the channel. Another one here from user OT1IH2DE7Y, just has fire emojis. Matthew Strength again with an emoji. Got another one here from Kahana713, just says so much volume, built different. Yeah, I add a lot of volume. Obviously, you can see the last 2 days weren't as much volume as I, traditionally do right now. But I am a firm believer, and this is my own personal opinion, is that volume, if done correctly and finding that balance with volume, again, what works for me may not work for you, but you'll have your own type of volume, which is high volume for you, right? But finding that balance, I think volume is key to both strength, building muscle endurance, obviously just really kind of keeping, everything in shape as best as possible. And I also think one of the main benefits to high volume and using lighter weight is the fact that you can train more and you recover pretty well. Again, the high volume workouts with a lot of blood flow help recover the muscle. So that's important as well. So incorporating that combination into your training, I think is a great way to do it. Again, last 2 days were more of an intensity type workout, especially for, let's call them the main lifts of the workouts, and not so much volume, although I did, push through 6 sets on both of the days of various other exercises. But either way, again, volume is all relative to who you are and what feels best for you. And what might be high volume for me is not high volume for you, but what you do you may consider high volume, right? So again, there's not this one picture perfect high volume template out there. Yeah, there's a lot of online coaches and so-called influencers and gurus that think that there's this like specific point of where one more rep and you're doing too much volume, or one less set and you're not doing enough. You got to feel it out. You got to know what you got to know your body, and you got to put that time in to know what your body responds to. So either way, shout out to the comment. Another one here from Aljan Dropper I51, just says good workout. Shout out to you, appreciate that. Another one here from Mike4697. If this man doesn't motivate you, you might be a walking dead. No excuses, get it. Mike, shout out to you, appreciate that comment. Matthew Strength, of course. Another one here from John Corin 9797. Good workout. I'll be doing road to 69 years old next. Keep the good videos coming. John, good for you. That is awesome. 69 years old. Shout out to you. Appreciate that comment. Tracy Broven 3997. Best hardcore lifting channel on YouTube. Shout out to you. Appreciate that. Andrew Cochran TV8X S. Do you train fasted every workout? Yeah, I pretty much train fasted every workout. I am training early in the morning. Today was a really early day to start out the workout, so I do not have a pre-workout meal before I train. I'll go and eat a post-workout meal just after this. But yeah, so I'm 99% of the time, I do not have a pre-workout meal, and I'm essentially fasted when I come into the gym. Got another one here from 0O, say no more. 0O just says good stuff. Shout out to you. I want to believe with just says great. Got another one here from Brian Gentel, 7305. Instead of road to 40, you should call it road to getting weaker and smaller. Shout out to you. I appreciate the comment. Love the motivation. Absolutely. Shout out to you. Appreciate that. Next one here from Paris Smith, 7271. Keep crushing it. My white brother from another mother. That's what we do. Another one here from Moses Marino, 4826. How many grams of sugar you think you got in here? This was on the refeed day. Probably way too much sugar than what I needed. But again, I get one refeed, one cheat day a week. Other than that, it is very bland, boring, and just your meats and veggies, very little seasoning, and no carbohydrates right now whatsoever. No sugar whatsoever. And then we're gonna end on this one from an OG, the BG crew, just from 917 Rod, just says killer with emojis. So we're gonna wrap this up, guys. I appreciate you hanging in and listening to me and hearing some of your questions and comments. But either way, we're gonna wrap this up, and we'll see you for the next workout.